When Jake and the whole family, essentially the Sully family, left the Metkayina clan in the beginning of The Way of Water, it was quite an emotional scene on its own, but I felt that it was lacking a goodbye, a certain goodbye, a goodbye to Mawat. And there was in fact a deleted scene where not only Neytiri, but also Tuk had an emotional goodbye to Mawat. Avatar Theory here, I hope you're doing well and having a fantastic day, and in this video I want to focus on breaking down the deleted scene titled Goodbye Mawat. Of course, if you don't want any spoilers for the deleted scenes, then be wary of that going forward, as this is from the digital version of the collector's edition of Avatar The Way of Water, which was released on the 12th December. Now the scene itself is about a minute long, so quite lengthy, and it really adds a lot of emotion when the Sully family is leaving the Metkayina clan. But breaking down the scene, it starts with Lawak taking Neytiri's bow, which was interesting to see on its own, because we've seen Neytiri grabbing her bow like that, but here we can clearly see that it is Lawak taking the bow, walking out of the homes where the Sully live. We then see Netem on top of an ikran telling Lawak that they need to go, but Lawak says that he should just hold on a moment as he walks up to Neytiri, giving her her father's bow. She then takes the bow and puts it on top of her ikran, where we can see Jake making sure that Kiri is strapped in, and then we see an emotional scene where we can clearly hear Neytiri breaking down in tears. Now of course this is not the final render of the movie, that's why there's no facial emotions or facial animations, so it might look odd to see if you hear this emotional breakdown of a character and you just see this static strange face, but I can just imagine how emotional it would have been had they kept this in the movie. And then we see an emotional Tuk running up to her grandmother, pleading her to come with him, but Mawat of course declines, saying that the clan needs their Tahik now more than ever. Neytiri then calls Tuk back to the ikran, but she runs back to Mawat one last time to give her a hug right before it skips to the scene where they're on top of their ikrans leaving the Metkayina. Now overall, as I said, it is a lengthy scene, about a minute long, but it adds so much emotion to the whole part when they're leaving their tribe, because I remember when I watched it the first time in the cinema, when they left their tribe, it felt a little bit abrupt. It was just they decided to leave, and then it was the ritual where Jake hands over his mantle and then they just leave on their ikran. I was expecting an emotional scene between Mawat, but here we can clearly see that it was actually shot, but it just wasn't added in the final version of the movie. Should they ever do an extended version of the movie, I do hope they add this, because we can see how much more difficult it was for Neytiri leaving the Metkayina. But what do you think of this breakdown? Would you have liked to see this scene in the final movie, this Goodbye Mawat scene? Let me know in the comments below, and for more Avatar content, have a look at the rest of my channel. Until next time, have a fantastic day and stay safe.